Isn't it great and exciting to attend a conference, seminar, webinar, or even just read a good business book in which you learn new strategies and new techniques? You come out of it full of energy and just ready to implement everything that you've learned. But is that what really happens? Chances are we don't really get a chance to implement anything that we wanted to implement. So what happened? In my experience, and based on discussions I've had with other entrepreneurs and other business people, there are a couple of factors that work to derail our enthusiasm and our plans. Number one, we get to the environment and either a coworker or colleague tells us that's a fantastic idea, but for somebody else, our environment is completely different and will never be able to implement that strategy. Or number two, we get so overwhelmed with everything we've learned, we don't even know where to start. The end result? Nothing really changes. That first step is a critical step. It is a must-do if we want to get to the next level. The question is, how do we make that first step? How do we gain the confidence to take that first step? I use a three-prong approach before I get back into my business environment to help me gain the confidence to take that first step. Number one, you have to understand specifically and ask yourself specifically why you're looking to implement this new strategy or technique. What is the return on investment for the business? Number two, you have to try to figure out any barriers that are going to come your way, whether they're real or whether they're perceived barriers. And number three, you have to plan out your implementation. For example, what's the first step? What's the second step? What's the third step? And really, ultimately, at the end of the day, you just have to do it. You got to trust your instincts. You have to trust your training, trust what you've learned, and literally just take that first step, dive off the cliff, know that your parachute's going to open if you want to work towards and achieve your higher goal.